It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we've got the Giants, bruising running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Giants and the Cowboys on Thursday night primetime.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Giants first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. Finding space at the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him, it would have been a long night.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ortiz. Down right around the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jones. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And it is good. That will look to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the 3-0 lead. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 65 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. They'll run on first down. It's Ortiz, and he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Throwing on first down. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Giants have regained the lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Ortiz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Jones will sneak it, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. On first down, Jones. He finds his man complete. It's Ortiz. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ortiz. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Staying on his feet, flush to his right, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. So this offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. And bulldozing his way through and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 127 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. He had a really solid 1st half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
On 2nd down, it's Ortiz. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end Waller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2.
And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ballgame.
And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Ortiz stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Off play action. Jones. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a foot. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football. First and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start.
Jones throwing on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. That is caught, and he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. A solid stiff arm. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. He'll try again. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now on. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for the Jets, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Dallas, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to